Well, we're going to start a new series today. And I meant to have our healing note handout for you, and I'll have that next week for you. But, all year long, ever since the first of the year, Lord been kind of speaking to me about some things that I used to do when I was younger. And, of course, this year I turned 50. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I told Thomas today, I said, when we all get to heaven, there won't be any more gray hair, no more big belly. Everybody be 33. It'll all be good. Amen. Hallelujah. But I was thinking about how good God is ever since January. And the Lord had reminded me about some things that I used to do. And then when we went to the Rhema retreat, for RMAI, the Rhema Ministerial Association, the Lord began to speak through our international director about journaling and about writing things down. And Brother Doug spoke some powerful words, very, very powerful. And I want to kind of talk about what he shared that first night, but at the same time, I want to begin to maybe change your gears back down into low and get you back in the gear you need to be in. Because I think it's important, especially in the days in which we live. Can you say amen? In life, Michael Jordan, Katy Perry, her mom and dad are Rhema grads. Did you know that? I've asked them if they could come here sometime. Great speakers. Anybody who's big in the sports world, or anybody who's big as a star or a Hollywood actor, or anybody who's big and worth a lot of money. Everybody say a lot of money. They have a coach. Did you know that? Some of them call it my assistants, but they have a coach, and that travels with them all the time. And I'll put to you today, that's why they are good. That's why they are the best. Everybody say the best. The Lord's called you to be the best. Amen. Amen. He's called you to be a billboard of His goodness in the earth. Not defeated, not looking for victory, but walking in His victory. And if you're doing anything other than that, that's on you, not on Him. Oh, that went over big. But all these big people, they have coaches in their lives. I remember somebody who was a coach to me, or a mentor, was Billy Godwin, and he'd call me on the phone and he'd say, "Am I talking to a praying man today?" "Yes." "You better answer him right, because he's going to crawl through the phone and get on your lap and kiss you on the head. Really talk to you." And that's what he would do. And he'd challenge me. He told me once, he says, "James, I love doing this. I love just calling people and telling them how good they are, how awesome they are. You are awesome." "Yes, sir." People pay me $500 an hour to talk to people like you." "Well, Billy, I know you don't, but I'm talking to you just like I talk to them." And I got to thinking at the first of the year, I miss him. He died, he passed away, and it was just actually, I think it was a nurse, a healthcare worker's fault who didn't give him the medication he needed on time. And it was kind of sad. But I remember his words, how he would challenge me and poke me. And one day his wife even called me and she says, "James, the Lord laid me on your heart." And she says, "What are you doing right now?" I said, "Well, Libby, I'm in the garage cleaning things up." She goes, "There's a big change coming in your life." And I said, "Well, yes, ma'am." She goes, "Am I right?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "Don't you dare fall back from that. You better push as hard as you can, because it's time for you to step up to your next level." "Yes, ma'am." So, here we are. There's some things that I want to speak to you that I think are going to be hard for you. And I want you to listen with open ears and an open heart. I think this year I had more of an unction this year. I need to pull back. You've heard me talk about the fortress of solitude. And of course, you put that, who has the fortress of solitude in the comic book world? Superman. Well, I put to you today, I am Superman. Because Jesus lives in me. And you are too. Because Jesus lives in you. Isn't that not right? You know, and if you think God's too distant, too far away, I just don't know if this is real, you're not spending enough time in the Word. You're spending too much time on your flesh. Shame on you. You're the one that's walking without instead of within. There's just something about when you know who your mentor is, and there's something about when you know who your tutor is, because it will define your mission in life. It'll keep you solid when the storm comes. It'll keep you from falling over when trouble comes. It'll keep you from being bored, being feeling like, oh, I don't know what to do. Yeah, you know what to do. You better do it. You better spend time with Him. Amen. You know, we can be so busy with life and so busy with living life that we miss the most important part of our Christian walk. We can be so busy doing our thing or doing this or doing that that we absolutely 100% miss what is the most vital, what is the most important aspect of your walk. We miss it. A lot of people, you know, they say, well, God told me this, God told me that, God spoke to me about this. And really the reality is you made a decision to do something, now you're praying to God that God blesses you in it. Boy, that's good. We need to know who our mentor is, who our tutor is. We can't go around with itching ears looking for some feel-good message to get us over our hump. If you don't know the Word, you'll constantly have humps to get over in your life. You'll constantly be going around the mountain one more time. You better march around the mountain one more time because you sure ain't going over it. If you don't learn your lesson, you pay the price. Amen. You know, we can be so busy with stuff, so busy in life, and we miss the most vital part of our existence. The most vital part of our existence that forms the next step in our eternity. Because what you're doing right now is just the beginning. The Bible says godliness is profitable in this life and in the life that is to come. If you're not developing your spirit man now, you're going to be missing stuff. Amen. As a people, we can be so taken up with stuff in our lives that we take our eyes off and lose sight of eternal things. There's reasons why there'll be jewels in your crown. What kind of crown are you going to get? Just a little tiara or a crown? That's not in my notes, but I'm telling you. 33. You know, we can be so busy with life, so busy with stuff that we take our eyes off of Jesus and we lose sight of eternal things. In the 119th Psalm, looking here in verse 24, you see it here? Whose testimonies? Your testimonies. Not talking about you, talking about the Lord. Lord, your testimonies also are my... Say it out loud. Is His Word your delight? Or whatever feels good? I kind of went too far last week talking about being hooked on a feeling because I almost was tipping my hand what I want to talk to you about for the next couple of Sundays, okay? We start looking for things. Well, if it don't feel good and don't move me, then it must not be God. You better buckle down and get a hold of your mentor because he's speaking to you all the time. He's tutoring you in life all the time. And his testimonies need to be your delight because they will always be your counselors. Brother Hagin used to say when he'd talk about building your spirit man, he would say, you know, we work really hard to feed our flesh 3 meals a day, but we only give our spirit 1 cold snack a week. I'll say that one more time. For what it's worth, if you got vices in your life, you're not spending enough time in the Word. You got bad habits in your life, you're not spending enough time in the Word. Amen. If you whine and complain all the time and talk about people behind their back, you're not spending enough time in the Word. Amen. Brother Hagin would say, we work really hard to feed our flesh 3 meals a day. Ooh, I need to eat. I need to eat. But we only give our spirit 1 cold snack a week. Your testimonies, Lord, are my delight. They're my passion. They are all that I am. Your word and your testimonies and your promises, they are my counselors. See, you and I need to gather and collect his words. I used to have a habit. I'd go to the Hallmark bookstore when I was in my high school years and going into Bible college, and I would buy these books that were blank pages. Have you everybody seen those before? And I would sit and just write things down. I would write scriptures down. I would write my thoughts about those scriptures, and I would go back to them. I was cleaning out some stuff that we were moving up into the attic. I found a couple of those books, and I went back and looked at some of the things I wrote. And some of them were really good. Some of them were flaky as a $3 bill. But looking back, I see how those things have shaped me and formed me and made me into the person, into the man that I am today. If you don't, like today, if you're just sitting there listening and you don't have a habit of writing things down, you'll forget 80% you hear out of my mouth today. Shame on you. You need to write things down. You need to grab hold of what God's got for you. Oh, I never did that in school. I know. I was looking back here lately, first of the year, I started looking back and thinking, there's a lot of things now that I'm doing that I wish I was doing back then. Things would have been different in certain situations if I had done certain things. And a lot of them have to do with spiritual things, okay? But see, we need to be gathering and collecting his words. We need to be gathering and collecting his testimonies along our path in life. He needs to be our mentor. He needs to be our tutor in life. So our mission to mature, everybody say mature. Mature. Our mission to mature is our eternal mission. And it propels us forward in faith and in life. And it prepares us for the eternity to come. See, we need to be gathering his words along the way because his words keep our hearts teachable. And some of you need to be teachable. Some of you aren't teachable. You don't like it when people tell you what to do. And you get ticked off. And you get an attitude. There's reasons why you're in the rut you're in. You need to grow up. See, his words will keep you teachable. In fact, that's what meek means. It means you're teachable. And the teachable are the ones who inherit the earth. Think about it. We need to keep our hearts teachable because his words are in our heart. His words. His word. His word. We need to keep his word in our hearts because it keeps us teachable. How about this? It keeps us compliant. Oh my God. Keeps us compliant with what his heart is. His word is his heart. Do you know his heart? See, when we're running on shortages of his words, his wisdom, and his presence, we will find ourselves becoming hard-hearted, stiff. We find ourselves being weak. We find ourselves just in a panic. We're frazzled. We're without. And we're without because it's our fault. Because we're not disciplining ourselves. Heard one pastor, he was talking about one of his workers came in, had been with him for 25 years, and he came in and sat down, I got to turn in my resignation. The last person on earth they'd ever expect that from. I just got to quit. I'm just not being fed anymore. And they stopped. The assistant pastor was in there, and they stopped. He uttered the first words. He says, are you doing your personal devotion time? Well, that doesn't matter right now. What matters is what I'm telling you. And the pastor, in all his wisdom, he sat back in his chair and says, listen, we love you. I mean, I think you're looking for a vacation, a paid vacation. He says, I'll tell you what, why don't you come in late, come in at noon every day, and you spend the first 4 hours of your morning seeking God like you're supposed to. Well, a couple of weeks went by of him doing that. And they found him working on something in the sanctuary on a new lighting system. They said, hey, how are you doing? Because, my God, being in the ministry is the best thing ever happened in my life. Some of you got marriage problems, you need to spend more time with God. Because your problem's you, not them. See, his words keep you teachable, keep you compliant with his heart, keeps you humble. It keeps you malleable, keeps you correctable. It keeps you changeable. It keeps you transformable so that each new day we reflect his image. Like that movie, The Transformers, a little bitty thing turns into a great big thing. On the inside, you may feel like you're a little bitty thing, but the more you spend time in his presence, the more you spend time in his word, you become a great big thing. Amen. You know, last week I briefly started sharing about the differences between wisdom and consequences. You remember that? Again, I was chomping at the bit to tell you what I'm telling you today. But we talked to you a little bit about wisdom and consequences and how, we learn a lot from each teacher. Wisdom teaches us things, consequences teaches us things, and they both have big differences in instructional styles. And the key is this, wisdom teaches you the lesson before you make the mistake. Consequences will demand that you make the mistake first. I'm going to say it again. Wisdom teaches you the lesson before you make the mistake. Consequences will demand that you make the mistake first. See, only then will you learn a lesson if you rely on the consequence part. But see, wisdom, will put up a fence where the cliff is. Consequences just climbs right over it and jumps. And they scrape you up off the bottom of the floor of the mountain. And consequences cost you. Are you listening to me? Consequences cost you. Consequences will visit you in the hospital when you're in traction after they scraped you up off the cliff's bottom. But see, Solomon said in Proverbs 22 and verse 3, a prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton, or if you read in the King James, it says the fool.
Well, you shouldn't call anybody a fool.
I'm just speaking what the word's saying. A prudent person foresees danger. I see danger ahead. It's kind of like Lost in Space. Warning, danger, warning. But you rely on Dr. Smith to do all your bidding. Solomon said, a prudent person foresees danger and takes precaution. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. If we refuse to learn, we're nothing but simpletons. A wise person will see the consequences and make changes ahead of time, while the foolish person just runs into the wall over and over and over. Oh, wall, nose hurts. Oh, nose soft. Oh. And if you would learn and not fall into the trap, you'll be on a path of victory instead of a path of defeat. See, wall hitters can usually be found whining and complaining in life. And they usually have to experience the hitting of the wall over and over before they ever learn. And if we live our lives that way, I'm promising you today, as your pastor, you're not going to gain the wisdom necessary to run your race and live successfully in this life and in the life that's yet to come. There's a reason during the millennium that people are going to look at you and say, wow, there's one of those redeemed people. Whoa, that's one of them resurrected people. What you're doing right now is not the practice run. This is the real deal. And if you're prudent, you'll foresee things. See, whiners and complainers usually aren't spending quality time with the master. If they were, they wouldn't be whining and complaining. And for what it's worth, the golden calf crowd did that. And we know what happened when Moses got home. Amen, or oh me. Remember, the ground opened up and got all the complainers and the whiners. Martha was a whiner. Martha was a whiner. Y'all remember the story about Mary and Martha? Martha was a whiner. Oh, Jesus, don't you see all this stuff I'm doing? I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And look at her. Look at her. Martha was a whiner and a complainer. But I want you to hear what I'm saying. Mary chose that quality time. A prudent person. She chose that quality time. And Jesus, you know, if he was here right now, which he is in our midst, close your eyes with me. Listen to the words of Jesus. I have it on the screen. You can write it down. But listen, Martha, sweetheart, only a few things are necessary, and really only one. Mary has chosen the good part, and it'll never be taken away from her. Now look up here at me. Only a few things are necessary, and really only one. Mary has chosen the good part, which shall not be taken away from her. I love the way that reads in the New American Standard. I want to tell you something. You know, in your life, there's going to be fires. You're going to have speed bumps all in your parking lot of life. Lots of them. And some of them are going to be potholes because the winter came and it froze and the asphalt broke up. All right? And there's be things you're going to be fixing in life. Absolutely. But don't sweat that stuff. It's not worth it. Only a few things are what? And really only what? One. And Mary, she chose that one. She chose the one. She chose the good part. And it'll never be taken away from her. There's always going to be fires in our life to put out. But yet inside of all of us here this morning, there will always be a yearning for time to sit at His feet. Always. Jesus told us that when you boil it all down in terms of time and eternity, really, you know, not that much is that important. In fact, He said only one thing. Everybody look up here. Only one thing is essential. And this is the one thing I want to start talking to you about today. He needs to be your mentor. He needs to be your tutor. Because you have a mission to fulfill in this life. And in the life that is to come. See, will we choose to spend quiet time with Him, reflective time with Him, alone with the Lord? Or are we going to allow life's pressures and life's troubles to frazzle us? Just as there's two teachers in life, wisdom and what? Consequence. Everybody say wisdom? And? All right. Just as there's two teachers, there's also two pains. You ready? The two pains are discipline and regret. That's pretty easy, isn't it? If it's that easy, we need to think about it. The two pains are discipline and regret. Paul told us in 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 8 through 10. Write it down in case you can't see my screen. I wanted to get it all on one. And I got the starry background with the road and all of that because there's just something about getting in that peaceful place. There's something about being in that quiet place. Sometimes I'll go in our sitting area and I read for a while, but then I just shut everything up and I sit back and I just close my eyes because you know what? Only one thing's essential. And I've taken in all those things and I need to take time to take Him in. I'm here to meet with Him. He's here to meet with me. Didn't choose the songs by random today. I chose them on purpose. Jesus needs to be Lord to you, not second. Not third, fourth, fifth down your list. Two pains, discipline and regret. Paul said in 2 Corinthians chapter 7 here, starting with verse 8, he says, even if I caused you sorrow by my letter, I do not regret it. Though I did regret it, I see that my letter hurt you, but only for a little while. Yet now I am happy, because you were made sorry, because your sorrow led you to repentance. For you became sorrowful as God intended, and so were not harmed in any way by us. Godly sorrow brings repentance that leads to salvation and leaves what? No regret. No regret. No regret. No regret. No regret. But worldly sorrow brings death. Will bring great regret. See, spending time in this Word, it's a discipline. And sometimes that discipline can be hard. I'm not asking you to raise your hand, but I know if I ask this, there's a lot of us in here who don't like to read. And if I'm talking to you, listen. Some of you love to read, but you're reading the wrong things. Some of you have great vision in your life. I know one person in here who wants to be a millionaire. Actually, more than one. I know a young person in here right now specifically. I know the Lord spoke some things to your heart. The greatest wealth you can ever imagine is found in this book. Amen. Instead of looking for a gimmick, you better look to the one who owns it all. Because he'll show you how to multiply it beyond anything you could ask or think. By the power that works where? Within us. We love to go, exceedingly abundantly awesome. But it's by the power that works in you. Worldly sorrow will bring you problems and trouble. Godly sorrow, godly pain. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about God beating you up and throwing you under the bus. I'm talking about His Word. Makes you pliable, correctable, teachable, open, instead of hard-hearted, open-hearted. See, when you spend time in His Word, it is a discipline that can cause some pain. It's not always comfortable, convenient, nor does it yield immediate or obvious benefits. Some days it's the last thing you want to do. But you better do it. What's the alternative, Pastor? Well, the pain of discipline costs a lot less than the pain of regret. In fact, I'll tell you right now, it's not even close. See, Paul reminded us in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, write it down, 1 Corinthians 10, verses 10 through 11. Paul reminded us of some of the experiences that the ancient Hebrews had from Moses' day. And Paul said here, he said in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 10 through 11, this is from the Voice translation. It's really cool the way it reads. It says, Paul says, you need to stop your groaning and whining. Stop it. Remember the story. Some of them complained, and the messenger of death came for them and destroyed them. Remember I told you when we talked about healing, the destroyer. The destroyer wants to take, steal, kill, and destroy you, right? But see, Paul's reminding the believers. He says, you need to stop your groaning and whining. Remember the story. Some of them complained, and the messenger of death came for them and destroyed them. Verse 11, all these things happened for a reason, to sound a warning. They were written down, all right? Written down, and passed down to us to teach us. They were meant especially for us because the beginning of the end is happening in our time. My God, you getting this? Let me read that last part again. All these things happened for a reason, to sound a warning. They were compiled and written down in this book that you hold that is the most precious, precious book in your life. And you need to know it. You can't just read it once. You can't just read it, well, when I feel like it. No, it needs to be your bread and butter. It needs to be your life source. He needs to be your mentor. It needs to be your tutor. It needs to define your mission in this life. Amen. Paul's telling all of us as believers, he says, all these things happen for a reason, to sound a warning to you and to me. They were written down and passed down to us to teach us. They were meant especially for us in this time, for this place. in this future, because the beginning of the end is happening in our day. And if I want to paraphrase it for you this morning and put it in Pastor James' translation, Pastor James chapter 22, verse 4. He's just saying, hey, looks like you're in danger of doing the same thing that destroyed your ancestors. Remember, you better remember that doing it that way is going to bring you a lot of regret. Doing it that way is going to cause you some loss. And doing it that way could even cost you your life early. You have a choice here, and you need to choose wisely. Either you learn from their pain, you learn from their regret, and you get back on your right road. You follow their example, and you'll end up just like them. How's that? Help me here. Help me, folks. What am I saying? I'm saying my mentor, my tutor, keeps me in line to fulfill my mission. But for me to stay in line, I have to spend time with him. I need to let him be my mentor. I need to let him be my tutor. You have to spend time with him. A lot of people think, well, God's so far away. No, the Bible says you draw close to him and he'll do what? It's that simple, but we won't do it. You need to spend time with him. Everybody look up here and listen to what I'm about to tell you here. You know, don't you love the Northern Lights? What a majestic thing to see. But I want you for a moment today to consider the grace of God. Consider it. He took 400, a few more than that, but about 400 of his top people, and he put their raw, unedited stories into a whole library of books. He gathered 66 of these books about men, women, kings, even children, slaves, soldiers, prophets, housewives, prostitutes, fishermen, and a bunch of others. He put them in 66 of these books, wrote them all down. They were all written for our benefit, to be our mentor, to be our tutor. He wrote them all down. They were all put forth and put into this great book that we call God's holy word. Why did he do that? He did it for me. He did it for you. And Paul told us, he says, these things are written for our instruction, and those who live in the end of the age will live by them. Amen. He has given us wisdom of the ages. And if you're really willing to truly make him your mentor, to make him your tutor, his word will give you wisdom beyond your years. It will save you from heartache beyond your imagination. I wrote down a bunch of verses. Some of them Doug Jones gave us when we were at the retreat, but I just want to read these to you. They're not going to be on the screen, so if you want the reference, write it down. Most of these I'm reading from the New Living Translation. But here we go. The 119th Psalm. Psalm 119, verse 7. Listen to what I'm saying. You ready? Psalm 119, verse 7. And again, these verses should speak to your heart this morning. As I learn your righteous regulations, I will thank you by living as I should. Oh my. As I learn your righteous regulations, I will thank you by living as I should. Psalm 119, verse 105. Psalm 119, verse 105. We all know this one, but maybe you don't realize the reference. Psalm 119, verse 105. Your word is a lamp to guide my feet and a light for my path. Psalm 119, verse 127. Psalm 119, verse 127. Truly your commands, I love this one. This one really speaks to me. Truly I love your commands more than gold, even the finest gold. Truly I love your commands more than gold, even the finest gold. Nothing else matters except one. 119th Psalm, verses 161 through 162. Let this speak to you. You ready? Psalm 119 again, 161 through 162. This is so awesome. Powerful people harass me without cause. I looked up a couple things. Powerful circumstances harass me without cause. Powerful problems harass me without cause. Powerful things come against me without cause. Again, we're going to have speed bumps in the parking lot of life. Powerful people harass me without cause, but my heart trembles only at your word. I rejoice in your word like one who has discovered a great treasure. Is he that precious to you today? Are you going to magnify your problems and yourself above everything else? Oh my God. Powerful things come against me without cause, but God, my heart trembles only at your word. I rejoice in your word like someone who has discovered a great treasure. Jeremiah 15, verse 16. When I discovered your words, I devoured them. They are my joy and my heart's delight. For I bear your name, O Lord, God of heaven's armies. I bear your name in this earth right now. When I discovered your words, I devoured them. They are my joy and my heart's delight. That's where I wrote that song. I penned it from that verse. You are my heart's delight. When I discovered your words, I devoured them. When was the last time you sat and did nothing but devour the word? Oh, I need a word from God. I need a word from God. I need a word from God. And you're looking everywhere for a word from God. You'd be more stable in your own life if you'd get a hold of the word yourself. And quit waiting for God to come down and rub all the hair off the top of your head. You hear you gone home. Listen to what I'm telling you. Here's the last one. Boy, it's a kicker. 119th Psalm again, verses 98 and 99. 119, 98 through 99. You ready? Your commandments make me wiser than my enemies, for your commandments are ever mine. I have more insight than my teachers, for your testimonies are my meditation. To what degree of honor have you given him your private life, your private time, the part that no one sees but God does? Have we formed a habit of sitting at the feet of Jesus like Mary to where he is speaking to you daily? Have we formed that habit? And you know, I really hate to break this to you today. I really do. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I want you to hear this. I don't mean to break it to you, but about 80% of all that you do, anybody could do it. 80% of everything you do, anybody could do it. For example, going to work. Anybody can go to work. Attending meetings, checking email, answering phones, going to soccer games, football, basketball games, breakfast meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings. Anybody can do that. 80% of what you do, anybody can do it. How about this? 15% of all that you do with some measure of training, somebody else could do it in your place. 15%. I know some of you think, no, they can't survive without me. Well, you're living in a dream world. Right person come along, take everything you have. Every bit of favor, every bit of everything. Well, 15% of all that you do with some measure of training, somebody else could do it in your place, whether it's selling a product, running a program, teaching a class, or fixing a problem. There is no education and training available. There is education and training available for somebody else to do what it is you do. 15% of what it is that you do, they can train somebody else. They can take your place. I love it when I left one ministry I was at, it took 4 people to replace me. Pastor Matthew left where he was at. It took several people to replace him. If you have a heart in the right place, God will take you places you never dreamed of. But if you whine and complain and carry on, remember, 15% somebody else can be trained to do all what you do. But let's get down to the brass tacks today. I told you in my email I sent you, I'm going to check you down to the core. Let's talk about the last 5%. The last 5% of what you do. Only you can do it. The last 5, only you can do it. No one else can do it for you. You know, only I can be a husband to my wife, Melissa. You know, only I can be a father to my 4 sons, and only I can lay up an inheritance for them. Only I can keep my body healthy, and only I can grow spiritually. No one else can do this last 5% for me. Nobody. I alone, I am responsible for my 5%. And I'm telling you today, church, only you can keep yourself spiritually healthy by feeding yourself. That's right. No one can be your proxy. No TV program, no other minister, not even me as your pastor. No one can be your proxy. See, folks, it is the last 5% that each of us will be held accountable for in that great and final day. It is that last 5% that will determine the depth of influence that we will have on generations after us. It is that last 5% that paves the path for what you'll be doing next in eternity. It is that last 5% that will define your legacy, that will decide how joyful your marriage will be, that will define how genuine your legacy truly is. And one of the most important aspects of this 5% is that no one in this room, no one but you, no one but me, the greatest aspect, the most important aspect of this 5%, no one can sit before the Lord and hear His instructions for you and for me except us. No one. Jesus' words are speaking as loud as they did back then. Right now, they're ringing in your ears just like the Liberty Bell with your head up inside of the bell. It echoes. And Jesus, He is speaking to you this morning. You're worried and bothered about so many things. But sweetie, I'm telling you, only one thing is necessary. And Mary, she's chosen a good part. And that'll never be taken from her. Are you letting His word be taken from you? It's on you. See, it's time, folks, that we as the body of Christ and as believers, you know, people get all a big whipped out about numbers. Listen, if Jesus was here today in our church, He'd be talking to the saints. If He walked out that door, He'd be talking to the world. Church isn't about numbers. It's about how effective you are when you leave this place. Are you going to be a doer of this word? Or are you just going to be an itchy ear, only when I feel like it? Only if it suits me. See, it's time we discover the last 5% and we take responsibility for and allow. You ready? Allow our divine mentor, our divine tutor, to show us his wisdom and direction for our lives so that we fulfill our mission in this life and in the next curtain call that I will do if Jesus tarries. Are you ready for that curtain call? There was a joke once about 3 guys who died and went to heaven. And one of them had a skateboard, one of them had a Volkswagen Bug, the other one had a gold Cadillac. I won't finish the joke, but even though it's just a silly joke, there's a lot of truth in what you'll be doing and what is to come based on what you do with this word. Because that's what he's going to ask you on that great day. What have you done with my word? See, Mary chose the most important part. What have you done to fulfill your life and your mission for the Master? I believe the Spirit of the Most High God, your Father, your Lord, my God, my Father, my Lord, I believe he's crying out to all of us in here today. And he's saying to you and to me, he's saying, what about me? Am I not enough? Why are you blaming others for your lack of growth? Why are you depending on the cares of life to carry you through to the next day when you need to grow and mature in me and in my word? For as I spoke in Psalms 32, I will instruct you. I will teach you the way which you should go. I alone will counsel you with my eye upon your life. It's so important that we spend time with the Master. Amen. Write things down. Spend time with him. I'm just digging this morning the first little bit that I want to share with you. I hope you're ready for what's to come. I want to get in to talk about Martha some more. And I want to talk about how powerful our relationship can be and how it will dictate to the generations to come the goodness of God, how it affected your life. There's so much you can draw upon him for. Don't settle for second best. Amen? What I'm telling you today is what keeps you stable. What I'm telling you today is what keeps you happy. Just like that Andre Crouch song. Well, I'm happy as a bird singing in a tree because God has given his best to me. Hallelujah. The original song is, I got the best. I got the very best. You got it. Will you be a doer of it? Last scripture. Take this home with you. Psalm 34:8. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is what? Good. How blessed. And I'm talking to you. How blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. Oh, whew, he's too good. My God, he's too much. How blessed am I because I take refuge in my mentor, in my tutor, so that I fulfill my mission. Bow your heads with me. Let's pray.